staying here for 3 nights. Absolutely beautiful. There's heaps of cloud cover today, so you can't actually see any of the mountains, but they're just surrounding us everywhere. This is the Bow River Bridge, and when the springs here were found, they installed a pontoon bridge, but this current bridge, the Bow River Bridge, was built in 1923. It has all the river pebbles from the river. It's absolutely gorgeous. Behind us up here is the Banff Springs Hotel, and behind there is actually a massive mountain. It's pretty cold today. This morning when we started our walk it was about 6 degrees. It's 8 now, so lots of layers on, even wearing my bike jeans because it's that cold. We've met lots and lots of Aussies, which is so funny to hear all the accents after so long. But yeah, enjoy. It's absolutely stunning and we love it.
This morning we left Waterton Park in Alberta on the first leg of our Canada series. We finished the visit there with a tour of the Prince of Wales Hotel, which is a beautiful old place perched high on the cliff, and it's overlooking Waterton Lake. We had pretty mixed weather. We arrived at Waterton Park in very overcast conditions and quite cool, but yeah, we're leaving today. As you can see, the sun's beaming down, beautiful blue skies. Unfortunately, however, the weather is forecast to rain later on, and we're going to have some cold riding ahead. So today we're heading for Banff. It's also in Alberta. We've been there a couple of times before, in 2012 and 2014, but both of those stays were unfortunately only for 1 night, so this time we're going to stay for 3 nights, so we're going to have a good look around. We're currently on Alberta Highway 6. We've got about 4.5 hours or so of riding time in front of us. We'll stop first in Pincher Creek for a bit of caffeine, then we'll head north on the 22 to Longview, and then from Longview we'll make a left onto the 40, and that'll take us up through a very long valley with gigantic jagged mountains either side of the road, so it'll be very, very scenic. We're hoping to arrive in Banff mid-afternoon to settle into our hotel, and then we'll get out and we'll start exploring.
Went down to the river, washed my sins away. Praying, 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 praying for another day. I went down to that river, washed my sins for free. The devil's on the other bank, staring back at me. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man.
Well, we've arrived in Pincher Creek and are on the lookout for coffee. Unfortunately, we couldn't find any, so kept moving on. The town was established in 1878 as a Northwest Mounted Police post and farm on Pincher Creek. The town received its name when a group of prospectors lost a pincer in the small creek at this location. These pincers would have been used as a device for trimming the feet of the horses and thus had some value to the group. In 1874, the Northwest Mounted Police came to southern Alberta. One of them discovered the rusting tools in the creek and then named the area Pincher Creek. Today, agriculture and natural gas production remain important to Pincher Creek's economy. In addition, the town is known as the wind capital of Canada. A growing number of wind energy projects are located in the Pincher Creek area. The wind farms, the town's proximity to Waterton Lakes National Park and its cultural and historical sites are all being promoted as tourist attractions. The Cowboy Trail, Highway 22, is a famous driving route in Alberta that takes you from the town of Lundbreck, north of Mayerthorpe, 90 minutes from Edmonton, making its way through the beautiful rolling foothills with views of the Rockies and farmers' fields full of bright canola, tall wheat, or herds of cattle and horses flanking each side of the highway. This picturesque route holds parts of Alberta's past and some of the most interesting and beautiful scenery. We stopped at the town of Longview for brunch and coffee at the Little Apple Cafe before turning onto Highway 40, otherwise known as the Bighorn Highway.
Alberta Highway 40 spans 1,000 kilometres. It stretches from Coleman, a small town in the Rocky Mountains in southwest Alberta, northward to Grand Prairie, a city in northwest Alberta. The road's also referred to as Bighorn Highway and Kananaskis Trail. Numerous segments of Highway 40 incorporate a mix of paved and gravel sections, and fortunately for us, the section we're doing today, only 150 kilometres, is all paved. The road winds its way through the Canadian Rockies, and road closures can be frequent during winter due to weather conditions. The road reaches a peak of 2,200 metres or 7,200 feet above sea level at Highwood Pass, which we traverse today. Upon reaching that summit, you travel at the highest elevation of any highway in the country, close to the free line where pockets of snow persist even in midsummer. The road offers a highly scenic drive, providing a wonderful opportunity to explore Western Alberta with its breathtaking views. I mean, just look around you now. Journeying along this highway, you supposedly encounter abundant wildlife, including bears, elk, moose, mountain goats and coyotes. But unfortunately for us, we saw none of them.
Arriving in Banff, we cruised the bustling streets to reacquaint ourselves within the town, as it had been 9 years since our last visit. We then found our hotel for the next 3 nights.
Banff in Alberta, which is where we would call home for the next 3 nights, is a resort town in the province of Alberta, located completely within Banff National Park. The peaks of Mount Rundle and Mount Cascade, part of the Rocky Mountains, dominate its skyline. On Banff Avenue, the main street, boutiques, restaurants, mixed with shadow-style hotels and souvenir shops. The surrounding 6,500 square kilometres of parkland are home to wildlife, including elk and grizzly bear.
A quick check-in and change of clothes, and we got out on the town while the weather was still sunny. Banff is such a scenic place with views of jagged mountain peaks in every direction. We had never really got to explore the town in our previous 2 visits, as they were both only overnight. All the Aussie accents in the shop just sounded so weird after spending months in North America. My first purchase was a beautiful hooded sheepskin coat, as the weather was predicted to get very cold for the next few days. After some exploring, we had a delicious dinner at an Italian restaurant with the server, yes, you guessed it, being an Aussie. Turns out her home in Australia was only an hour's or so drive where we live. After dinner, there was some daylight still left, so we decided to walk to the Bow River and the stunning Bow Falls. On the walk home, we had to stop at the Rocky Mountains chocolate shop.
Day 2 was a pretty sad affair. Cold, wet, windy and gloomy. Day 3, we awoke to find the sun beaming down again, so we decided to take the gondola and explore Sulphur Mountain.
This morning we've caught a gondola up to Sulphur Mountain. We're at the observation deck. We did walk up to Mount Sanson. There's a weather gathering station up there that operated between 1903 and 1932, and it was named after Mr. Sanson, and he'd climbed up that mountain before any of the infrastructure was in place over 1,000 times, so pretty amazing effort, and deservedly so has a mountain named after him. It's just stunning up here. It's 7,500 feet, and there is just snow
snow-capped mountains everywhere where you can see. Down below there's Bow River and a stunning golf course. To the right there's Gondala Mountain.
If you're visiting Banff, a trip up Sulphur Mountain is a must. There's a bus service from town to the base of the mountain to make things easy. The 8-minute gondola ride whisks you up from the valley floor to a height of 7,500 feet, and from there you can take in 360-degree epic views of 6 different mountain ranges of the Rockies, Bow Valley, Bow River, and the beautiful town of Banff. There's a timber skywalk that leads you to the Sanson weather station and more spectacular views. We spent a good 2 hours up here soaking up the views and taking in the information from the interpretive displays inside the observation centre.
Crazy hikers down there. That evening we dined at Melissa's Mistake, a premier steakhouse on Banff Avenue. The steak here was of a level to rival the steaks we expect in Australia, and of course Stu had to indulge in a huge slow roasted prime rib, medium rare, weighing in at 16 ounces or just half a kilo. I had the British Columbian salmon fillet with maple glaze, which was delicious. All this was washed down with a few beers and margaritas. After all, hydration is very important. Melissa's is a rustic Western themed bar and restaurant and seemingly very popular. Although when we walked in there was hardly a soul in there. When we left there wasn't a spare seat with a live band playing. We finished the night with a mandatory visit to the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory, followed by a slow wander back to our hotel to pack for the next day's journey to Jasper.
We woke the next morning to beautiful blue skies and another day's great riding ahead of us. Today we would ride the Jasper, 300 kilometres along the Icefields Highway, taking in sights such as Lake Louise, Peyto Lake and the Columbia Icefield. Join us on our next episode as we showcase these iconic locations along the most famous roadway in Canada.